Hello Sagittarius, Moon Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading, so Sag. Today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. So with all that being said, Sagittarius, let's get started. Okay, Sag. So we do have the Three of Swords, we do have the Death card, and then we also have the Emperor, okay? But at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Pentacles, so Two of Pentacles, to the Strength card. Sag, I don't feel like this is your energy. This to me just kind of feels like an energy of somebody resurfacing back up here for you, but it's somebody that you more than likely recently experienced an ending with. But it's that energy of like, hey Sag, like, are you sure? Like, are you really sure that you're done with me? Like, are you sure? Are you sure? Like, it just kind of feels like this person's coming back around your way, trying to like confirm, like, are you sure you're done with me? Like, are you sure you want nothing to do with me? Like, it has that type of feel to it. But with the Knight of Pentacles to Two of Pentacles to the Strength card, it kind of looks like you're sure. It kind of looks like you're sure. I just kind of feel like this person was like really hoping that, you know, like you would still want everything to do with them, Sagittarius, but it kind of looks like you don't. And you know, to like hear you say that you're like really done with them and that you're sure that you want nothing to do with them, it's very heartbreaking, you know, for them to like, you know, hear that from you. Okay, so this conversation could have already occurred between you and this person, or it's about to happen very soon. Okay, but it kind of looks like you're dead serious about walking away from this entire situation and never looking back. Okay, and unfortunately, it's breaking this one's heart in the process of it all. Okay, compatible though, you and this person. They're showing up as an Emperor. The person that's in the Strength card is the Empress. So you and this person could have had a family with one another. You guys could have talked about, you know, starting a family with one another. You know, one day. I am getting that for some of you out there. But guess let's look at this person. How does this person currently view this relationship? Oh, damn. It just kind of looks like this conversation's not going the way that they hoped it would. Again, like I do feel like this person was like really hoping that, you know, you would still want everything to do with them, and it kind of looks like you don't. Okay, so this conversation is definitely not going the way that they were hoping it would. And it is definitely hurting them and leaving them extremely devastated. Okay? Because they lost the one person that they didn't necessarily want to lose, which was basically you. But I do feel like this person was like really hoping that you would want to like, you know, get back together and, you know, fix or repair things with one another. But it just kind of looks like they're the only one that really wants to fix and repair this, okay? So, yeah, then there's that, okay? Let's keep going. Oh, man, this is turning into like a really sad and depressing reading. How does Sagittarius currently feel? We have the Fool, we have the High Priestess, we also have the Eight of Swords, and then we also have the Five of Pentacles. I am definitely getting an energy of you kind of like looking at this person like, well, what else were they expecting? What else were they expecting to happen? It just kind of looks like this person pushed you very far. You know, it kind of looks like this person kind of pushed you to that point of no return. It's like you're looking at this person like, well, they're the one that pushed me away. They're the one that, you know, kept putting me through this, that, and the third. So like, I don't understand. Like, what else was this person really expecting, you know? It just kind of looks like, I just kind of feel you're going to witness how heartbreaking this is going to be for them to like hear you say that you're done with them. And I feel like that's kind of like the confusing part, at least for you. You're just like, I don't understand why they're so heartbroken. I don't really understand why they're so sad. I mean, they did everything under the sun to lose me, so I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand why this person's sad, but you know what? Whatever. You know, it is what it is. I just feel like since this ending occurred here between the two of you, I feel like you just kind of moved into a place of acceptance that, you know what, if this person wanted the marriage to essentially work out, they would have tried, you know, to make their marriage with you work, but they chose not to. If they really wanted the relationship to work out, they would have tried, you know, to make this relationship between the two of you, you know, work out. If this person never really wanted to lose you, they wouldn't have put you through the amount of things that they essentially put you through. So with that being said, I just kind of feel like you're kind of, you know, as far as your feelings towards all of this is concerned, you know, you're extremely convinced that no, this person didn't love you, they didn't care about you, and yeah, then there's that. So as far as like, you know, them being all sad and heartbroken is concerned, you're very, very confused as to why they're so heartbroken, especially because you're looking at them like, well, they did everything under the sun to lose me. They did everything under the sun to, you know, push me away. So yeah, I don't know why they're still heartbroken. Yeah. Okay, let's keep going. You got a point, you know what I mean? Which, who could argue with you on that? Like, if they really wanted, you know, to keep you in their life, they wouldn't, you know, be doing everything under the sun, right? To like lose you or push you away. And it kind of looks like they did, you know, they did just that. So, I mean, who could argue with you on that? How does this person, you know, what I feel is going on? It's like one of those things where it's like, now that you don't care, now they care a whole lot. Like, it has that type of feel to it. Yeah, it has that type of feel to it. Kind of looks like it was the other way around. It's like the tables are turning. You know what I mean? It kind of looks like when you cared, they didn't. And now that you don't care, they care, you see? We have the Seven of Pentacles to the Five of Cups, and then we also have the Hermit out here. There's just that energy of like denial that I feel like this person's kind of working through. With the Seven of Pentacles coming out here, you guys could have been together for many, many years. I mean, it takes a while to get to the Seven of Pentacles. So yeah, you guys could have spent many years with one another. That's definitely a possibility. I just kind of feel like they're still trying to like wrap their brain around the fact that it's like really done, you know, between the two of you. And they're really heartbroken and you know, they are really, really sad. I am definitely getting that. This is interesting. We have the Five of Swords, and then we also have the Empress out here. I just feel like this person's really angry and upset with you. I just want to look a little bit more into why that is, like why they're so angry and upset with you. Let's look at that. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Tell me more about the Five of Swords. Yeah, I just feel like they're really angry and upset with you because you refuse to go back to them. I just feel like this person's really angry and upset with you because you're very determined to move forward and move on with your life. Another thing too, you know, it kind of looks like, yeah, you guys have had like your issues, you know, your marriage issues or problems, whatever have you, or your relationship problems and or issues. And it kind of looks like in the past, you guys were able to like always like, you know, work it out and or move past it. So like in their head, they just don't understand. Like, I don't understand. Like, why can't we just work this out? Like, why can't we just move past this? Like, why can't we? I don't understand. Like, what makes this time around so different is kind of what I'm getting. I just kind of feel like it looks like you kind of like reached your limit with this person. Listen, at the end of the day, we're human, you know what I mean? We all have our limits, you know what I mean? And I think that you kind of finally reached yours in reference to this person and your marriage with them or your relationship with them. But yeah, I mean, they're pretty angry and upset nonetheless, because they're just like, they just don't understand. Like, why can't we just work this out like we have, like every other issue we've ever had with each other? Like, we were always able to work it out. We were always able to like come back together and, you know, figure out a way to make this marriage and a relationship work. Like, why now? Why now do they want to give up on me? I just don't understand. I just feel like this person's mad because they feel like you're giving up on them in your relationship with them, which is something that I guess you've never done before. You've never given up on them in your marriage and a relationship with them. You've always fought, you know, to keep this marriage and or relationship between the two of you intact and afloat. So why stop now? Like, why stop now? why give up on this marriage now? Why give up on this relationship now? After all this time, why now? Like, you know? Okay, let's keep going. Let's keep going. What actions? Well, Sagittarius. Okay. It's like this person goes from trying to respect how you feel, because it looks like you brought the relationship to an end. And it kind of looks like when you did, they tried their hardest to respect how, you know, you felt. It kind of looks like they're coming back around your way just to confirm, like, man, like, is this really like done and over with? Like, do you really mean it? Like, you don't really want anything to do with me? Like, do you really mean that you're like super done with me? Like, I just need to know. And it's like the moment you confirm, like, yep, I'm done, walking away from this entire situation, never looking back. It's like they start to move into like a place of acceptance. Like, okay, like, they're done with me. I got to move forward and move on with my life. It's kind of hard for them to obviously accept the fact that you really, really are done with them. But it does appear to me that you're confirming to them, like, nope, that's it. I'm done. I'm walking away from this. Kind of looks like you're doing this for the second time, because it kind of looks like the first time you brought it to an end. They're coming back around your way. You're confirming to this person again that you are done with them. So they're trying to wrap their brain around it over here. They're getting very worked up because they just can't believe, you know, that you're giving up on this marriage. You know, they just can't believe that you're giving up on this relationship as well as them, right? So we do see them over here trying to respect how you feel. But the fact that these three cards are coming out here is kind of making me feel like they're having a hard time accepting how you feel. So let's look at them first to kind of see why you're showing up with this energy, because I feel like it's something that they're doing on their end. What actions will this person take? Okay. What actions will this person take towards Sagittarius or moving forward? It just kind of looks like they're going to have a hard time accepting that you're done with them. And what I mean by that is they're going to still find themselves trying to salvage their marriage and a relationship with you. Granted, we can clearly see that you confirm to this person, you know, that you are done with them and that you're very determined to move forward and move on with, you know, your life. And you highly recommend that they do the exact same thing. And they're just like, okay, fine, that's fine. I will. Thanks for letting me know. You know what I mean? And it's like, as they sit in this place of trying to accept the fact that you're done with them, they just kind of find themselves feeling like they just can't accept the fact that you're done with them. So we kind of see this person circling back around your way all over again, you know, trying to get you back, trying to salvage their marriage with you, their relationship with you, you know, things of that nature. Y'all want two different things. You guys want two different things. You want to move forward and move on with your life, and they want you back. You guys want two very, very different things here. You and this person are just not on the same page. I do want to look at the Ace of Wands with the Ace of Wands. Tell me more about the Ace of Wands. Yeah. It's like you refuse to pour back into a situation that made you unhappy. It's as if you refuse to pour back into, you know, a situation with someone that you feel just doesn't deserve you. A lot of you feel like this person never really deserved you. Yeah, a lot of you feel like this person never really did deserve you or appreciated you. So yeah, you refuse to work things out with somebody who made you feel this way, especially with that Nine of Cups energy coming out here. I feel like you were extremely unhappy with this person, and you don't want to go back to a marriage or relationship that made you feel extremely unhappy, especially with someone that you felt didn't really value or appreciate you, let alone deserve you. Okay. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands, because I feel like this is their energy. Let's see what's going on there. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're not responding too well to this. It's like everything you're conveying to this person, they're not trying to hear that. Like, look at everything that you're saying to this person as like all of it going in through one ear and out the other. It's like you're telling this person, like, no, I really don't want to do this. Like, I'm walking away from this entire situation, and it's just going in through one ear and out the other. We have the Emperor in the reverse. It's like they feel like they're in a situation that's completely and utterly out of their control. But even though they feel like they're in a situation that's completely and utterly out of their control, because they can't force you to be with them. You know what I mean? They can't. It just kind of looks like they're going to still try. Yeah, it kind of looks like they're still going to try to like regain control over this entire situation. Okay. Tell me more about the Knight of Wands. Hold on, let me look at that. Tell me more. Okay, so remember when we were talking about how this person was kind of like questioning, but why now? Like, why do they want to stop fighting now for this marriage in a relationship? They always used to fight for this marriage. They always used to fight for this relationship, and now they don't want to fight for this marriage in a relationship anymore. Like, I just don't understand. Like, we've had our problems and stuff like that, but we've always been able to work through it. So why now? Why now do they want to walk away from this? Why now does Sag want to give up on this? I feel like this person suspects, not that they know, this is just them assuming, right? I feel like they suspect the reason why you chose to give up on this marriage now, or this relationship now after all this time, is because there could be someone else. There could be someone else. Okay. I don't know. Is there someone else, Sag? I don't know. I don't know. We have the Four of Cups to the Page of Cups to the Nine of Wands to the Star coming out here. I feel like they want to ask you if there is somebody else, and that's why, like, you're giving up on this marriage. That's why you're refusing to take them back. But I feel like this person's scared. They're scared. They're kind of scared what you might say. Because they do perceive you as somebody who's very blunt and honest. That's one thing I will say. This person looks at you as somebody who's very blunt and honest. Somebody who's not going to turn around and lie to them. And they know that about you. Like, they know that you're always going to keep it, like, real with them, right? And it's like, they don't want to ask this question because they don't know, like, what your response is going to be. All they know is that you're going to be honest with them. So they don't know, you know what I mean? If in fact you are dating somebody else or seeing someone else, and that's kind of why you're walking away from this, and that's kind of why you're just choosing to give up on this marriage in a relationship. But they know that if they do ask you, they're going to get the truth in return, and they just don't know if they're ready. They just don't even know if they're ready for the truth. The truth being you aren't seeing someone, or the truth being you are seeing someone. Like, they just don't feel like they're ready. I just think that they know how it would hurt them and affect them to hear that you are in fact seeing someone else or dating someone else. They're just not ready for the truth, whatever the truth may be. You know what I mean? They're just not ready. But they can't help but to feel like it's because of somebody else, because they just don't understand. Like, how does Sag go from, like, putting up such a fight to keep this marriage and relationship intact and afloat to just outright just giving up? Just giving up. And the thing is that they perceive this ending between the two of you to be something that was, like, very stupid and foolish. So the fact that, like, you walked away off of whatever happened here, like, it's furthermore causing them to think now, like, there has to be somebody else. But if I ask Sag, they're going to be honest with me, and I don't know if I'm ready for that type of truth. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to hear that, yes, in fact, it is because of another man, or it is because of another woman. Like, I don't know if I'm ready to hear that. Like, it has that type of feel, because they know you're going to be blunt and honest with them. They know that you are. And they know how it's going to hurt them and how it's going to affect them. I feel like they know that it's going to make them spiral out of control. You know what I mean? That's why they're just like, maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't ask them. Maybe I shouldn't. Because I don't know if I'm ready for that. Because they don't perceive you as somebody who's going to turn around and lie to them. Which is a good thing, that they perceive you as somebody who's, like, brutally honest. You know, no matter what, you know, like, they do perceive you as somebody who's always going to be honest with them. So they don't know if they're kind of ready for that. But They just can't help but to feel like that's the reason. It's because of somebody else. It does appear to me that the reason why you walked away is because you reached your limit, not because of another man or because of another woman. And in fact, we didn't really pick up on anybody else within your energy field. But see, sometimes that happens in readings, right? Especially when I used to do like personal readings. I don't do personal readings anymore, but when I used to do personal readings, like there are times where people, there could be like a person that is, getting to know someone, or dating someone, but they don't actually show up within their reading. And that in itself has always been like a strong indication for me as a reader that whoever they're talking to / dating and are getting to know, it's not somebody that, they're serious about. It's not somebody that they have emotions for. It's not somebody worth talking about. It's kind of like if you were to like get a personal reading, you know what I mean? Like the tarot card reader is not going to pick up on the guy that you said, hey, how you doing? At the grocery store too. You see what I mean? Like, hopefully that makes sense. So it doesn't, there could be another woman in the equation, another man in the equation on your end, Sag. I mean, it's a possibility, but if there is somebody that you're dating or talking to, you're definitely not serious about that person. You definitely don't see anything with that person, nor do you have like emotions for them, nor do you think about them. They're just not somebody of significance, basically, in your life. So, I mean, then there's that, but it could also imply that you're just single. You see what I mean? So that's why I'm saying I don't believe that you left them to go be with another man or go be with another woman. Because even if you are dealing with another man or another woman, it's somebody who's not of significance, to you anyways. Like, they're not that important to you to the point where we're not even picking up on them, like, energetically speaking, within your energy. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.